What's up, everybody? This is the 8 to 5 Trader giving you guys my recap today. Today is June 5th, 2018, and today I came out with a realized gain of 282, and after commissions, I came out with a net P&L of 192.76. Of course, this is in my simulator account, but this is the realest that we can trade without using real money. And my commissions came out to be 79.20, which is of course based on the short trader platform of 495 in and out. I traded 4 tickers today, ultimately making a big gain on NKTR, which is what I traded yesterday, and I also traded IQ yesterday, but I hit them again because I figured they'd get some significant moves again today, and we're going to show you what I did. So for starters, we're going to go with IQ at 9:35 right here. That's 8:35 my time. After the first 5, of course, I figured that we would get this gap down again, or at least some kind of move, whether it be to the upside to recover the gain, the loss from yesterday, but we end up pushing down some more. So after the first 5, of course, is when I normally take my trades. I went short 200 shares after I saw that we got some move to the downside. I went short 200 shares at 28.76. I got a very late entry. I saw it right here, but being that this is a low float stock, it moves up and down very fast. But the price action dropped really fast and it just got a bad feel. And I ended up covering right here for a loss because I was scared that the price action was going to push up really fast. Just as fast as it came down, I thought like a lot of people were going to start covering. So I ultimately closed my position for, I think, maybe almost 30 bucks loss. So price action sold off from there. And then we got the move back up to the non-moving average. But I took that another trade. But let's go to the next trade before I got to that trade. We took a trade on GIII. So I was taking this trade and also MU at the same time. So I had this trade going. Then I had MU going, I think at the same time, yeah. And then I even took another trade on IQ at the time. So at 9:36, is that even in the right order? Yeah, that's in the right order. So 9:36, I went short after the first 5 on G3, on GIII, but after the first 5, you see right here, we didn't really push above the VWAP. And once we got this significant move to the downside, I figured, okay, this is a good chance this price action is going to probably sell off. So I went short 48.40, 200 shares. My stop was naturally above the VWAP, or really above the non-moving average between the 9 and the 20. That's naturally where my stop losses are. We got a big push down on the 1 minute, and it ultimately bounced off this 50 moving average right here on the 5 minute. I should have covered my position, but I didn't. And I ended up covering, I want to say, let's see, 48.50. Yeah, I covered for literally like a point and 30 cents maybe above from where I could have gotten. So this could have easily been a $400 trade. Came out to be a lot less than that. So I ultimately didn't cover this. I should have probably covered this when it started to consolidate here, but being that it was showing that the price action was going up and never really closed above the non-moving average, it easily could have went back down. But normally I like to take my trades off when I see these, because these are very powerful indicators, the 50, the 20, the 9, and the VWAP, and the 200. So even though my strategy is to hold that 9 till it doesn't give me any more juice out of it, I should have just covered it all right here, because there's a lot of times that I see these moves and the price action just doesn't break this initially. It'll go back and then break again, and that's ultimately what happens. So I took that trade, and then the next trade I did was MU. So MU I took around the same, like right after G3. And you see right here, we got the move down. We pushed down, didn't break pre-market lows, but my ultimate target was the previous day close. We hit it later, but when I went short 200 shares, and at 59.53, we were below the non-moving average. So I figured this was I really think this was a good entry, despite what happened with the trade. We got that squeeze up. I covered it really quick. I was like, okay, I don't want it to do exactly what this did. And I got back in when the price actually closed below the 9 on the 1 minute right here. And then I ended up getting squeezed up pretty badly. And that happened very fast. So I ended up not trading this really well. And I ended up getting squeezed out both times. And then MU eventually did make that move that I was expecting. Like right here was a very significant move to the downside. This right here was even a good short from right here. Could have shorted right here and kind of got a good move there. And, you know, it gave the opportunity. I just wasn't in there at the right time. But I'm glad I stopped out in time, because that could have easily been a pretty nasty loss. That would have really messed me up mentally. So back to IQ, because at 942 I took IQ again, and this was a really big trade for me. This made up for the losses that I missed, the opportunity that I missed here, and the opportunity that I lost out on here. So after I covered the second position and ended up taking a loss on that, we started to form a double top right here. We formed it here, and we formed it kind of right here. We never fully broke through the 9 moving average from the 5 minute. So after we got that close below VWAP, I looked at the 1 minute and I was like, okay, we're between the 20 and the 9. We were below VWAP. We closed below it. This is probably a good chance for a short with my stop above the VWAP. Took 200 shares, and then IQ started to fall off a cliff really nicely. And the reason why I covered here rather than letting it go up and go back down, the price action was very, very volatile. It would go up, come back down, go up, go back down. And like I said, this is the low float, and I was really afraid that it was going to go up and not come back down. And also, I had a level here that I found in the off the daily levels in the pre-market at 28. So I figured when it gets to 28, I'm going to cover this no matter what. And as you can see right here, I covered right at 28. The price action literally bounced off of this, and then it went back down. So I feel like my target right here was really good. That 28 level was a good hold number, and it formed very good support. And then the price action ended up going back up from there. But it did drop down another 30 cents. But at that point, I really didn't care. I took my profits and made up for the losses that I did here, and it came out to be a really good trade. So we're going to go back over to G3. And I think I may have covered that trade already. Let's see. Did I cover that trade? Yes, I covered that trade right there when I went back short and I got stopped out again. So we're going to go to NKTR. NKTR was probably the gravy train for me of the day. Let's see here. Yeah, I covered all of these trades. So NKTR, I had NKTR as a wild card on my list today. NKTR didn't really have any pre-market volume. The scanners in the chat room, which is Bear Bull Traders, the chat room that I trade in, the scanners did not pick up NKTR. The pre-market was trash. But the previous day, we lost so much of NKTR's value. I figured that there was a good possibility that we could get a sell-off again. So I had NKTR on my radar. But at open, we gapped up. And then we started making lower highs. We had a big push down. I saw it right here, but I didn't take it because I knew that there's a good possibility that it would bounce back up. And after we got that close right there, I was watching it. Then right here on the 1 minute, we started to consolidate right here around this 9 moving average. And I was like, okay, there's a good chance this is probably going to go down. But I got kind of nervous right here. I thought we were going to probably form an uptrend right here and just boom and just go up, like consolidate like a mini ABCD pattern on the 1 minute, because we kind of did make this big candle here, but we closed right here, closed lower highs, lower lows. So that was a good indication for me to take this short. But we hovered around VWAP, like right here, you see that we were hovering. Then I went short at 54, 56, 200 shares, and I was thinking, okay, we're going to go down, and I want to get right. And my first target was right here at the 20. But we got such a violent push down that I figured, okay, let me see what it's going to do in the 1 minute. Then we consolidated a little bit, went back up. We never broke the 9, we never broke the 20, and we just kept going down. Then we got to the 200. I was like, there's a good chance we're going to bounce from here too, because those are really strong levels. And over here, you see we never really claimed it in that candle on the 5 minute either. So we went back up, went down, never really lost the 20 and the 9. Then we finally got that big push down, and we broke low of day. And we formed a double bottom, kind of right there. But my ultimate target after breaking all of these moving averages on the 5 minute, my target was the previous day close. And I ended up covering about 50 cents away from it. So, I should have covered around here, but, I booked a good amount. I was hoping that we could get another round of sell-off down to the previous day close, but it found support. And then it ended up pushing strong all the way up to almost making did it make a new high? I don't know. I don't think we made a new high, but, oh, yep, we actually did. We made a new high. So, I think that was a really good trade, a good VWAP false breakdown kind of move, and that netted me $232. So MU, I lost $58 on those, IQ 46 and G3 62. So overall 282 realized and 192.76 as my net P&L at the commissions. So today I think I did really good. I traded a lot, but there were some missed opportunities. And I'm proud of my stop out points, and I'm actually very proud of my entries. The only entry that I wasn't too too proud of was probably IQ. You know, and I feel like I feel like the entry was okay, but I just feel like the exit wasn't as good as it could have been, because that easily, you know, but for my entry, it could have easily went back up here before it finally dropped down, you know, but I still think I traded really well. I was watching Twitter. Twitter was a chop fest, so I didn't mess with it. When this happened, I kind of left it alone. JD, I was watching JD, but I was trading, of course, G3 and IQ and the other ones, so I didn't take it, but it made a nice move to the downside. FSLR, I was watching FSLR for a move like this, a clean move. It never did it. I did see it right here, but I didn't take it to the short side. I'm glad I didn't, because that big squeeze happened, but this was a pretty nice move to the downside. CCL, I was watching CCL, but it didn't really make a significant breakout move, so I'm glad I didn't trade that either. And I wish I could have caught this move on MU. I saw it, but at this point, I was already done with my day. I try not to overtrade, but this was that special time of the day when stocks that have been trending up or trending down for the day, they tend to go ahead and fade off. And this is a really good time to make these kind of trades. And MU just proved the strategy to be perfect. It faded all the way down to the previous day close. So that was a really good trade. So those were really good opportunities today. I took advantage of them. So today, I'm positive. We opened up over 4,100 today, and tomorrow we'll be opening up over 40, right at 4,400. So yeah, today was a good day. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. Hopefully we can get this small account up to 10 grand very soon. Just slow and steady pace, and just making sure that I trade the plan and keep the mental game on point. So I think I've been doing pretty good so far. And we're going to see what tomorrow brings us. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.